Hello everybody, this is Sohel. I am an undergraduate from BU Institute of Technology. In this tutorial, we will be learning about SQL statements in Java. So let's get into the topic. Like first of all, what is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is designed for retrieval, storing, and managing data in relational database management system. It is a standard language for relational database system. It enables a user to create, read, update, and delete relational database tables. This tutorial will give you a quick start to SQL. It covers most of the topics required for a basic understanding of SQL and to get a feel how it works. SQL commands and instructions, it is used to communicate with the database. It is also used to perform specific tasks, functions, and queries of data. SQL can perform various tasks like create a table, add data to tables, drop the table, modify the table, set permissions for users. Some of the applications of SQL are allows users to access data in the relational database management system, allows users to describe the data, allows users to create and drop database and tables. Now, some of the types of SQL commands are DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. Now let's discuss types of SQL commands. Basically, there are 5 types of SQL commands, and they are DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. And the following observations are: DDL stands for Data Definition Language, DML stands for Data Manipulation Language, DCL stands for Data Control Language, TCL stands for Transaction Control Language, and the last DQL stands for Data Query Language. Data Definition Language. DDL changes the structure of the table like creating a table, deleting a table, and altering a table. All the commands of DDL are auto-committed. That means it permanently saves all the changes in the table. DDL allows you to create objects like schemas, tables in the database. Here are some of the commands that command DDL: create, alter, drop, and truncate. And the next one is DML. DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. DML commands are used to modify the database. It is responsible for all form of changes in the database. The command of DML is not auto-committed. That means it can't permanently save all the changes in the database. They can be rolled back. DML is used for searching, inserting, updating, and deleting data, which will be partially covered in this SQL tutorial. And some of the commands that comes under DML are insert, update, and delete. And the next one is DCL, Data Control Language. DCL commands are used to grant and take back authority for any other database user. And the commands that come at DCL are grant and revoke. Data Query Language. DQL is used to fetch the data from the database. It uses only one command, that is select. TCL. TCL commands can only use with DML commands like insert, delete, and update only. These operations are automatically committed in the database. That's why we cannot be used while creating tables or dropping them. Here are some of the commands that come under TCL: commit, rollback, and save point. Now let's execute SQL commands and try to create tables and work on it. Now the first command that we are executing is the creating the table. Now we'll be creating a table with the name student2, and the syntax for the creating command is create table, table name, and the parameters that we have given to it. Now we can see that the table has created. Now let's insert the values into it. Now we'll be inserting the values into the table with the name student2. The syntax for the values to be inserted in the table are insert into the table name and the parameters. Now one row has been created. Now let's create other 2 rows into it. The other row has been created. Now we can see that in the table with the name student 2, 3 rows has been inserted. Now let's use the other command, which is alter, which is used to add another column into it. Now let's alter the table and add insert into the values. Now the table has been altered. Now inserting the values into it. As you can see, we have added a new column with the name s at, which is the s address, and that values we have been entered here is Hyderabad. Now we can see that the new column now let's add two other values into the table. Now let's add other row into the table too. Now you can see that the new table has been altered. Now we'll be using the other command, which is update. Now here the syntax for the update command is update table name set and the row and where the SID is to in which the other row has been updated. After executing all the commands, this is the resulting output of the table student 2. Coming into the commands like grant and revoke, this cannot be done because it can accessed by only the. So this is how we work with the SQL commands in the creation of tables and then storing them to the database. And then we can retrieve them whenever we are in need of them. So thank you for watching this video.